up, DIY fam? And you're watching Rent This Flip That, and we are back out at our AC01 remodel, and it is Monday. Now I have my son here with me today, and he came with us on Friday, and we got quite a bit done. He's on fall break, and I figured, hey, why not use him again? Besides, he can use the money. So here's what we got going on today. Over here, when we left off on Friday, we were working on this area, but we came to a standstill because the cornerstone out there was completely disintegrated. When I say disintegrated, it wasn't even there. So we looked for it. We dug a little bit, and we couldn't find it. But we did find the footers, which was good news. So I sent Kelly to the hardware store. We picked up some concrete. I got some mortar mix. I got a variety of block out here in the back to choose from if I don't want to use the original one. Now, to keep my son busy, what I'm going to do is stick him back over here on subfloor, let him install these 3 sheets, and then we will try to get this wall built today and get this band, the rest of this band ran over here, and try to get this side of the house buttoned up. All right, guys, I've talked long enough. We're going to jump right into it. Let me go grab some material, get this plywood cut, and I'll check back in with you some progress. Holla! All right, you guys, so I am outside right now. I got Hayden inside screwing off plywood and cleaning out the extra rooms in there. It's time for me to get out of here and get out of my comfort zone. So concrete and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys saw, I did a concrete sidewalk at my house not too long ago, and so now we're here doing this. I got my bucket, I got water, I got mortar mix, and I got the tools to mix it all up and lay it down. I also have a level somewhere around here. We'll find that and make sure we keep it all level. But I'm basically going to go with what's there. If you guys will take a look down here, you can see that there's block here and there's block here. As long as I fill that up with mortar and squash it down where it stays level on the way out here and flushes out with that, I think I should be in good shape. We'll see. First thing is to get these forms taken off and see how this block turned out. All right, here we go. Well, that was easy. It's pretty solid right there. I think I'm gonna go with it. We're always having animals come in, whether it be a squirrel, a raccoon, a possum. There's lots of cats around here, and when I was leaving out Friday, I was like, so have we buttoned up all the places where an animal can come in? And then right as I walked out and I saw my corner over here, I was like, well, they obviously can get in through there. So, and it looks like somebody did. I don't know if you can tell or not, but you can see there's some kind of footprints where somebody stepped in my concrete right there. So I don't think it's going to hurt anything, but I just thought it was interesting, and I thought I'd share. There you go. All right, back to work. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this block right here. I think I'm going to let that thing just sit for a little while, see how that mortar does, come back and check it. We'll go ahead and run our green plate and our band and see if we can't get this back wall built today. You guys hang tight. I'll holler back at you. All right, you guys, so we got the block outside installed. We're back inside. I got Hayden in here tearing the rest of the 1x2s off the side so that we can build this back wall. So I figured while he is doing that, I will go ahead and set up these bathroom walls so that we can get them snapped out, get the line snapped to where they go, and then we'll know that's permanently where they go. Now, the other day I stuck a laser over here and I made a plumb line that went all the way around, and I centered that line in the middle of this hole up here. If you look, there used to be a pipe that went through the roof up there, and it's gone. However, I do not want my plumbers to drill another hole. If they can, I would like for them just to use the existing hole. So in order for me to use that hole, I need to make sure that I build this 2x6 wall directly underneath it. Now the laser we used the other day It was pretty close, but I didn't pull a number off the kitchen wall over there and over there to see exactly where it is. I just kind of made a reference point to where I thought it was going to be. Now today, I'm using this string line. Now this right here, this chalk box is a chalk box, and that's all it is. This belongs to Jesse, and it's tiny, and it's Dewalt. It's cute. But this right here is an old school chalk box, and as you can see, it is shaped in a point towards the bottom. That is because this chalk box doubles as a plumb bob. What is a plumb bob, you ask? That is how you would find out how something way up there is straight down there. Now you can use a level, but how am I going to reach the hole? You see what I'm saying? This thing hangs completely plumb once it stops swinging and once it stops spinning. So with that being said, all I have to do is come down here to where the point is. Right there. And make me a mark. That is the dead center of where this 2x6 wall needs to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down to the kitchen. You can see I already have my tape measure here pulled out to where it needs to go, somewhere over here. So I'm going to measure there, I'm going to measure here. And then what I'm going to do, because these are bathrooms, and it doesn't matter where, I think we're putting LVP and everything, but if you were trying to get it ready for someone else, generally a lot of times LVP or tile does go into a bathroom, so you want to make sure that your bathrooms are completely square. You don't want to have a piece of tile that's this big on one side and this big on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it completely square. So what I'm going to do is take and snap a line right here, and I'm going to 3, 4, 5, or 6, 8, 10 it to make sure that this wall is square with the back wall. So you guys hang tight, and I'll show you how we do that. Let's go. Looks like my favorite tape only goes to 23 foot 10. What happened to my other foot? Lucky for me, I have 35 feet. Now I'm going to do that over at the door, and I'm also going to do it at the end of this run over here, just to see if all 3 of my crow's feet line up. Alright you guys, just so you can see what it is I did, I butted that wall right there and went all the way to our crow's foot, which was hanging up from the hole in the ceiling up there. And then I went to the corner, pulled that same number, and pulled the same number over here. And now we are going to, I put a screw over there on that crow's foot, and we'll pull and see if it runs through our spot right here. If it does, I'm going to call it good, and then I'm just going to square this wall up with this back wall. So you guys hang tight. Man, look at that. So we're a little off, but it's by, you can see it's like 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to check that for square. If it's good, I'm calling that my center of the wall. All right, you guys, for those of you who learned the Pythagorean theorem in school and you're like, dude, when am I ever going to use that? So if you got to square up a wall, today's the day you're going to learn when you get to use that. Let's go. All right, guys, so here is what I have learned in my years of framing. You want to start off with 3, 4, 5. So what you'll do is you'll pull down one line 3 feet, down the other line 4 feet, and then when you pull across on those marks, you should have 5 foot. Now, if you're doing a small section, a small area somewhere, those numbers are great. But if you're wanting to do something big, you just need to move up with that sequence of numbers. So what you're basically just doing is doubling every single one of those numbers. Does that make sense? I think it's double. Or you're just adding to it what it is. So for 3, we're going to add 3, that would be 6. For 4, we're going to add 4, that would be 8. And for 5, we're going to add 5, and that would be 10. So we're going to use the 6, 8, 10 instead of the 3, 4, 5. We could also use 9, 12, 15, 12, 15, 20, whatever you're trying to do. And you'll want to use those big numbers when you're trying to snap a wall this long and square it up with that wall over there. We have a 5-foot bathroom by about 6, 7 feet deep. So I'm going to go with 6, 8, 10, and I feel like that should suffice for what we're doing right here. Let's go down to our line and let's take a look. So if you guys will see right here, this line is our bathroom line that runs right through where that circle is. So I'm going to start off with that one going 6 feet, butting the wall right over there, and then my 6 feet is right there. And that is on my blue line. Now I'm going to pull this tape measure to the crow's foot that I made over here. And we're going to pull 8. And now our number across would be 10. 6, 8, 10. Let's check it out. All right, so you guys can see that we are a little bit off. That means this line needs to move over this way in order for it to be square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my pencil on that 10-foot mark. And I'm going to circle. I'm going to just swing it. Swivel is what we would call swivel. All right, you can let go. Okay. Now I'll take this to where 6 matches that right there. And that's our new mark. And you guys can see that we were literally about a fat 1/8 of an inch off. That just means that within 292 inches from that wall to that wall, we are out of square in the kitchen by 1/8 of an inch. I'll take it as long as we're square in the bathrooms. That's how you square up a room, you guys. Boom. All right, so I have moved it over, you guys. You can see I've moved it over right there. I like that. All right, that being the center of my wall, I can now mark my 2x6 wall. And we'll use red chalk for that.
So, okay, this is the center of the wall.
So what's half of 5.5?
7.75.
2 3/4. Yep. All right, so we will go on this side 2 3/4. 1, 2, 3/4. And we'll go on this side 1, 2 3/4. And we should have 5.5. Boom. All right, now we go over there. Two and 3/4. Hayden, come back. All right, you ready? I'm going to pull it tight. All right, now the other side. All right, you guys, that is our 2x6 bathroom wall pipe in the dead center. Boom. Let's write that down. The one closest to me first. You good? All right, other one. All right, thank you. Yeah. Look at that, boy! Oh, look, a stud installing a stud. Woo! All right, get your nails on and hit them corners. Remember I told you to put it right here? Yep. All right. You can put one right here and here.
Straight down or?
At an angle, just up against the thing.
Got it.
Just because you don't want nobody drilling holes and hitting nails, you know. Okay, so go ahead and put one right there. These are just to tack it in. Okay, get another one. And it looks like this right here is good to go. So you can go ahead and nail that. And now go back and nail the ones that you missed, because we're just doing that to tack it in. Whew.
Am I doing on both sides of each one?
Look at that.
Huh?
Both sides?
Both sides of each stud?
No, you can just do one. But oh, you mean both sides like this and this, or
Yes.
both sides like this and this?
No, like this and this.
This and this you mean.
This and this. No.
This and this, or this and this?
This and this.
This and this is all you need to do. Boom, boom. All right. All right, you guys, so we are towards the middle of the day. I finally made it across here. If you look up there, you will see I got my double top plate in. I got this stud. This stud right here used to be the corner for over here. So I figured, why not put it to use? So this guy is going to be what is helping me get it up with the jack down there. I got it on the band, and I wanted to set it on a joist, but then I thought, well, that's not really going to help me because the truss is there. I really wanted to lift the truss up and then just trust that the plate, the plywood, and the band would hold my jack up. And so far, I've jacked it a little bit, and I've got it from where it was way out here next to the jack, over here at the bottom, to about 8 to 10 inches from the corner, and that's all we have to go. So once I get this thing jacked up, and I'm going to jack, move it, jack, move it, jack, move it until it's upright and plumb, and then it should be a breeze to get the rest of these studs in, because I also have a window I need to frame right there, which means that stud right there needs to come out. All right, guys, here we go. Let's see what happens. Look at that. It might just move without me having to jack it anymore. We'll see. I think one or two more gets us in there easily. Look at that. Look at that, guys. We have just about got our corner in there. Oh, look, it helped me out down here too. We went too far. All right, that thing is in. I love it. All right. It looks weird. It looks out of plumb because the plywood is just literally just hanging there, but once we get it all buttoned up, it should be fine. All right, guys, that's how I put this corner in. Now I'm going to go ahead, fill up the rest of this wall with studs, and build that window. You guys hang tight. I'll holler at you. Peace.
Well, team, there you have it. We spent the whole day getting all of these walls built and stood. I even got the one built over there with the window in it. But hey, it's not over yet. I still got to fill up this wall, tear down that wall, and not to mention outside, we have got some major foundation issues. So if you guys want to follow the progress and our journey on this remodel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the little bell. Also, it would definitely help us if you went down and smacked that like button. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until next time, take care and stay safe. Peace.